Good evening, viewers. This is Apex News India. I am Deepika Slingdor welcoming you to the news. Let us first take a look at the headlines. And now the news in detail. Former Meghalaya Chief Minister Mukul Sangma appears to be exploring options across multiple political parties, even as the Congress had reminded him of his earlier declaration that he would never return after quitting ahead of the 2023 Assembly elections. Responding to questions on whether the party could reconcile leadership dynamics between Mukul Sangma and Saling Sangma, Meghalaya Congress President Vincent Pala said, "Politics has no permanent friends or enemies. We welcome anyone who wants to come. Congress is nobody's personal property," Pala said.
How will you reach a settlement between him and Mr. Saling Sangma?
That is something between him and Saling Sangma. I say Pala has nothing to do that. And I think, like I always used to tell, in the politics is dynamics. There's no permanent friend, there's no permanent enemy. That's Mukul and Saling, is amongst them to do. But as far as I am concerned, I think we welcome anybody who is ready to come. This is not a personal, personal property. This is a platform for everybody. So I think, knowing the facts that Mukul Sangma is a senior man, and at the same time he is also well experienced in politics, I think he knows his position, and I don't think that. I think you have interviewed him. He told you many times he'll never come back to the Congress. I think that is enough for me to answer.
The District Magistrate of East Khasi Hills has banned overloaded hay-laden trucks and pickup vehicles within Shillong city limits, citing serious fire hazards. Officials invoked Section 163 of the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita, warning that contact between overloaded hay stacks and overhead power lines could trigger major fires. Relief has come for thousands of Assam Rifles personnel. The Delhi High Court has directed the central government to take a decision within 3 months on the long-standing issue of salary parity between Assam Rifles personnel and Indian Army soldiers. A division bench of Justice Dinesh Mehta and Justice Vimal Kumar Yadav said the centre must urgently decide on parity in salaries and pensions.
ऑपरेशन में जो विशेषता है कि जो कार्य आपको सौंपा जाए उसे और उस सफलता की सराहना और उस कार्य पद्धति की सराहना जितनी की जाए। प्रथम कार्यक्रम में देख रहे थे कि हमारी बहनें भी सम्मिलित हैं, हमारे भाइयों के साथ बहनें भी सम्मिलित हैं।
The central government has issued a directive requiring all new smartphones to come pre-installed with the cybersecurity app Sanchar Sathi. According to reports, companies including Apple, Samsung, Vivo, Oppo and Xiaomi have been given 90 days to comply. The app cannot be deleted or disabled and will be installed on older devices through software updates. Officials say the move aims to curb cyber fraud, fake IMEI scams and mobile theft. So far, the app has helped recover over 7 lakh stolen or lost phones.
इस ऐप के आधार और पोर्टल के आधार पर इतनी सफलता हमें मिली है कि मोबाइल नंबर्स करीब 29 लाख हम लोग ने डिस्कनेक्ट किए हैं। मोबाइल हैंडसेट्स करीब 5.5 लाख हम लोग ने ब्लॉक किए हैं। बल्क SMS सेंडर्स 20,000 हम लोग ने ब्लॉक किए हैं और व्हाट्सएप अकाउंट्स करीब 24 लाख हम लोग ने ब्लॉक किए हैं।
The Meghalaya Congress has criticized the newly formed northeastern political bloc, One Northeast, calling it a BJP-RSS-backed initiative. The front, launched in New Delhi by leaders including Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma and Tipra Motha founder Pradyot Manikya De Burma, is allegedly designed, according to Pala, to prevent anti-BJP groups from moving toward the Congress.
The one region, Pradyut, Conrad coming together, I personally see that this is a plan of the RSS and the BJP, because why? They know that many of the people, the tribal people in Northeast, many of them, they don't like BJP. So what they do, they make another baskets, the anti-BJP, they put into another basket so that they will not go anywhere. Why I'm saying so, I met a few of the leaders of the RSS and the BJP in the airport. Then they've openly told this, that this is the plan of the BJP so that the anti-BJP will not go to a Congress, or so they should be somewhere, wherever they go, but after election they'll go and work with the BJP only. So I'll be happy if they have good intentions, but if you see who are there in the baskets, all are friends of the BJP only, or are ex-BJP only. So definitely is 100% a plan of the BJP. Knowingly or unknowingly, our friends will be in that, in that plan. So the people of Northeast should be very carefully see that if they, what's the difference between this basket and the BJP's basket? There's no difference. If once they are there, and even now they are with the BJP. So the people should be smarter than what, than what they planned. Thank you.
The BSF Meghalaya Frontier has reported a rise in fundamentalist activities in Bangladesh, particularly near areas bordering Meghalaya. BSF IG OP Upadhyaya said the force remains on high alert and is coordinating with intelligence agencies. He noted that South and West Garo Hills, which border Assam, continue to be sensitive zones.
In the vicinity of ours, a particular society dominated by a particular religious faith are residing. And for last 1.5 years, there are reports of increase in the fundamental activities across the border. So naturally we are taking care of that, and we are alert on this issue, and we will take all preventive measures to counter the ill effect of this phenomenon. And we are alert, and we are having active coordination with the other intelligence agencies, other security agencies. And I am sure in the time of requirement, we will be able to tackle it in an effective and peaceful manner. I think some of the area of the south, west of the Garo Hills, which are basically touching the borders with Assam. These areas are quite sensitive, and some of the area just which are near to the western, the eastern parts of the Assam, they are also sensitive. Khasi Hills, we do not have any such report, because there is a lot of geographical features and geographical challenges, and the awareness in the people. I think these are not that much vulnerable, but the area which are closer to the Assam are more.
The Northeast, recently reclassified in the highest seismic risk zone by the Bureau of Indian Standards, recorded 25 earthquakes in October, the highest for any Indian region that month. Assam registered 7 quakes, followed by Arunachal Pradesh 6, Meghalaya 4 and others. Nationwide, 66 quakes were recorded in October alone. The Meghalaya Congress has warned that the state is heading toward a debt trap, claiming total liabilities are nearing 40% of the state's GSDP compared with the national average of 28%. Vincent Pala said rising borrowings raise concerns about long-term fiscal stability.
The most difficult of the NPP is if you look into the finance of the NPP, I can give you the loan which they are taking as on today. The loan which they are taking is almost 37% of the GDP, of the GSDGP. 37 of GSDP, the highest in the country. The national average is almost 28%. So Meghalaya is almost 40%, say roughly by the end. I think they are taking more and more loan. 40% of the GSDP is on loan. How can you survive on loan? If you see the internal collections of revenue will be hardly 4,000 crores, and we totally depend on the central. The contribution which we get from taxes and others are roughly around 9,000+ crores, and our internal revenue will be 4,000 crores. The rest we have to depend on loan and at the mercy of the government. So why? Because instead of generating revenue, so the leakage of revenue is very high. The leakage of revenue from royalty, leakage of revenue from excise, leakage of revenue from everywhere is very high. That's why we cannot generate. They are bound to take loan. When you take loan, especially you take from World Bank or you take from Asian Development Bank, wherever you take in dollars. Today it is 86 rupees per dollar. And then after 10 years, it will become more than 100 rupees per dollar. So you have to pay. So all this is a problem for the people of Meghalaya. As on today, you see the per capita loan which people are bearing is almost 76,000 of the loan to every citizens of Meghalaya, or they have a loan of 76,000, and every citizens of Meghalaya from the central, they have almost more than 1 lakh on loan. So how can you survive on loan? So the government biggest failure is that where they take the loan, where they send the money. Why the people have become poorer and poorer? The money which they take on loan, they send mainly in roads. And who are the contractors? Only the people who are in the government, and mainly the ministers themselves are the contractors. So there's no distribution of money to the public. That's why public become very poor. And loan which they are supposed to build for infrastructure, for example, the loan which taking at a high rate of interest, they are supposed to build road, and the road supposed to last for at least minimum for 10 years. But today they have to repair the road 2 times in a year. So it become more and more burden. These the people of Meghalaya must understand that the finance which the government is taking, they're taking the money on loan, and where they send it, only where they have a contractors in help, will be only to a certain level. So if you see from Asian Development Bank, if you see from World Bank, this mainly for the capital investment, mainly for road constructions, mainly for building constructions and all. So we have to see, but they are neglecting the education sector. Education sector is very less. So, and for employment is very less. I think the government is not serious for the employment. They're trying to do a little bit only, but that's not enough. That's why if you see the unemployment become one of the highest in the history of Meghalaya as of today, and one of the highest in India also, Meghalaya. And the Chief Minister probably said that they've got so much money from the bank, from the government, so much money. But that's, you get a loan today, you have to pay it tomorrow. So it's very risky. I think if you study in the government's letters of Niti Aayog or even the audit report also, they are warning Meghalaya. It may be, it may be to a trap of loan also. Trap in the sense that when you take loan, you cannot pay in the future. When you, whatever revenue you get, instead of giving to development, then you have to give to the interest, or you have to pay loans. That is called debt trap. So Meghalaya is almost going towards a debt trap. That is the warning given by AG also, at the same time from the Niti Aayog also. So they don't tell the truth to the public. We are always in the debt trap now. To be, at 36-37% of the GSDP on loan, I think is one of the things which the people has to think about it. Thank you.
Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has called for coordinated, sustained efforts to strengthen Meghalaya's organic farming mission, stressing farmer-centric, time-bound policies during the 4th Organic Youth Summit in Shillong.
Bye. Yeah. so that they can showcase their.
Ready, sir? 1, 2, 3.
That's not the one I have. It's a bit dead right now. Yeah. This is the other one. So the second part.
Entrepreneurs and friends gathered here on the last day to please felicitate sir.
Thank you.
And finally, we are invited to
Number one, it's about our farmers, it's about our forefathers, it's about our traditions, it's about how our people used to farm and have been farming for centuries. And whereas there have been technologies and scientific studies being done on how to increase production in other parts of the world, as was mentioned by Isa, our people did not get hooked onto that. Somehow we missed it out, we were left out. Whatever happened, we didn't become part of it. But looking back, maybe it was a blessing in disguise. And we kept on with our traditions. So therefore, number one, it's about our traditions and about our culture. It's about our farmers, but it's about our tradition and our culture, the way we farm, what we used to grow, how our forefathers used to grow. So really it's about celebrating that, being proud of who we are, what we are, our culture, and now being able to share this culture, share this practice with the rest of the world, and to show to them how our forefathers and our cultures knew what a lot of scientists maybe did not know or did not realize. Today, organic farming, natural farming are buzzwords, but these are practices which have been there in many parts of the Northeast region. So I'm not saying Meghalaya alone, I'm telling the whole of Northeast. There is huge knowledge that is waiting to be shared with the rest of the world. And so this entire process of having this organic mission is part of that process to share this knowledge, this tradition, this culture of ours with the rest of the world. And while we do that, we are able to help our farmers. And while we do that, obviously it's going to have a huge impact on the overall health of our society, of our state, of our country, of our world. And of course, I'm sure that is also a very, very important part of your mission that you are here for.
The 6th Meghalaya Saras Ajivika Fair 2025 highlighted the growing economic impact of women-led self-help groups, SHGs. Over 60 SHGs showcased handmade crafts, textiles, bamboo works, soaps and traditional products. First-time participants said the fair offered major market exposure.
Good morning. Sitting here?
Good morning, everyone, and please.
We also have participants from 7 states, that is Jammu and Kashmir, Sikkim, Tripura, Assam, from National Urban Livelihood Mission, and even department who will be able to showcase some of the schemes. I also warmly welcome Honorable Minister, Community and Rural Development, Shri Sosted Sota. Thank you for being here with us. Sir, also we had the limited time to request. We also have a representative from the Ministry of Rural Development, from the Gender Division of the NRLM, who is part of this program. Thank you, ma'am. Senior officers from the district are from Women Self-Help Group. And the Minister, Community and Rural Development Department. I would now like to call upon the Kids Taravi Choir from Nongsan to the journey of MSRLS and how over the years we have come to this stage, and as rightly
in addition to economic empowerment, MSRLS is converging with the social welfare, health and sanitation for holistic development of self-help group members. This has ensured that more women, especially pregnant, lactating mothers and children between
between 0 to 6 years old have been provided access to nutrition support, health benefits, and schemes relating to women and children for livelihood activities by helping SHGs to prepare village poverty reduction plans, wherein demand for livelihood activities are made by SHG members. MSRLS then acts as a catalyst to link the SHGs with other departments, animal husbandry and veterinary, who provide service extensions in the form of training, demonstrations, and input distribution.
Balse C.H. Sarma is an animal health worker, which we call as a Pashu Sakhi. She is from Arongre village, West Gabba Hills, Rongam block. Next, I call Darisha Lingdo Balse C. Sarma from Adongre village, Rongam, animal health worker. So they have been trained by...
Authorities in Tripura have destroyed nearly 4 lakh illegal cannabis plants in Sapahijala district. Police said the uprooted plants were worth crores, marking one of the region's largest anti-narcotics crackdown. Tensions in East Asia are rising, with analysts warning the China-Taiwan conflict clock is ticking louder, possibly within 18 to 24 months. Recent Japanese defense moves suggest Tokyo is prepared to defend Taiwan, which could immediately draw the United States, given the presence of over 50,000 American troops in Japan. The Indian Army has successfully conducted a combat launch of the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile from a test range in the Bay of Bengal. The missile demonstrated stable high-speed flight and precise terminal accuracy.
3, 2, 1.
Amid growing concerns over China, Japan has approved an additional $5.4 billion in its 2025 defense budget to acquire ships and anti-ship missile system. This supplementary funding is in addition to the main defense budget. Russia has offered India its advanced S-500 air defense system, even as India has expressed interest in acquiring additional S-400 units. The band Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan (TTP) has released a video titled "Death to Pakistan," continuing its propaganda activity.
Alhamdulillah, Allah Rabbul Izzat mizdagi jihad yar takabil kadi biad i'dad tawfiq ruka alhamdulillah summa alhamdulillah pada mand mish hazar bar shukriya ada kavi izzatmand qada zalim hukumat da jabir hukumat sumra damki wer ko mujahidin ta khud mish hafsali mutijina inshallah taala mish srayur ta verdangi izzatmand de mish to jihad pa qabaili per tadala navi patashi per mukhtas kavina pa mish tus bande de ulama de mudaris de shahidin intiqam فرض واجب دی چې څو پر ټول پاکستان کې بلکې پاکستان کې نه په ټوله نړۍ کې شرعي نظام نه وي قرآني نظام نه وي محمدي نظام نه وي اسلامي نظام نه وي دې پر د موږ مبارزه جاري وي تکبیر سبیلنا سبیلنا طریقنا طریقنا.
Well, dear viewers, that is all we have for you today. Until we meet again, thank you for watching.